Hello, good afternoon, everyone. This is the last session for today. We're going to talk about, to give an overview of the I4MS and SAE services and upcoming activities. We're going to talk about the next actions in our work program of 2018 and 20. I'm going to very briefly introduce the speakers now. It's Maite Caracero from Funding Box. She's coordinating the I4MS on the SAE on I4MS, the CSA on I4MS. Then Rainer Gunzler from Han Schickard. He's the coordinator of the SAE, Coordinator and Support Action. My colleague Oana Radu from the Competitive Electronics Industry of the European Commission, and myself from the Unit of Technologies and Systems for Digitizing Industry. So we are going to start now with I4MS. Oh. Yes.
Thank you, Alexander. Good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to present the innovation actions for the new period under the I4MS initiative. I don't think there's need for more introduction about the I4MS initiative. Max and our colleague from Innovalia, Silvia, has presented this morning. Just to say that we are now facing the third phase of the initiative. And for this time, 4 innovation actions have been selected that will start to be implemented since October the 1st. So in the next slides, as we don't have so much time today and we very limited time, I will just show you the name of the initiative, the key technology focus, and the digital innovation hubs that are composing these innovation actions. Okay, so for the next phase, there will be the AMABLE project, designed for digital and additive manufacturing, which main focus will be on additive manufacturing, and you can see there the list of participating digital innovation hubs. The next one is called Cloudy Factoring, cloudification of production engineering for predictive digital manufacturing. This project main technology focus will be on cloud-based HPC modeling and simulation. You can also see the big list of participating digital innovation hubs. The third one is called I4MS, Logistics for Manufacturing SMEs. It will be focusing on logistics automation. You can also see the list of digital innovation hubs that are either partners or collaborating partners in this innovation action. And finally, we have MIDI, Manufacturing Industry Digital Innovation Hubs, which will be working on CPS, IoT in a smart production environment. Again, you can see the list of participating digital innovation hubs. All these innovation actions will be, again, distributing cascading funds. So they will be supporting companies with public funding for them to experiment with each one of these technologies. So we have compiled here a list of the open calls that will be launched in the next months. Here you can see that there are still open calls that are pending from some of the projects of the phase 2. So this year, in November, 2 open calls will be launched from Horse and Reconcile, both of them for robotics projects. And for the next year, we will have the new open calls of the new projects. So you can see there the expected calendar. Okay, this is still provisional. Some changes may arrive in the next months, but this is the whole overview that we have now for the next years. Okay. All these innovation actions that we are talking about will be coordinated by one single project that is called I4MS Go. Okay, I will be the person coordinating this project. And our main focus, and I'm so happy that I was here today listening to the debate, because I think all of you were, or most of you were asking really for this one-stop shop concept. And I think that we may have the solution for this, because we really want to work on this. We want to go a step forward, and we want to put all this information, all this catalog of products and services that the members of this community, mainly digital innovation hubs and the innovation actions, have to offer. So what we want to do is a marketplace, okay, a marketplace solution for ICT smart manufacturing technologies, where we can have a catalog of technology solutions and service providers from our ecosystem. We can attract the companies mainly with the funding opportunities that we are offering to them, and also with the services that all the innovation actions and the digital innovation hubs can offer to those companies. But also, our main focus will not just be on the platform, on the marketplace itself, but on the community. We really want to give you the spaces, the functionalities, the place for you to interact among each other. We would not like just to wait from one event to the other for you to have the opportunity to networking and meeting each other. We will give you those spaces for you to interact, for you to show, for you to exchange those experiences. So this is what we want to do for the next years with the collaboration of you, of the whole ecosystem of I4MS and the other related initiatives. So this is how we will support the innovation actions, okay? With this peer-to-peer platform of this community of communities. This is how we want to see this. And for sure, we also support the innovation actions with shared agenda, common branding, and going together to big events like, for instance, Hannover Mess next year, where we'll be there. We will also be launching an I4MS Disruptors Award, which is one of the activities that can help us to attract more members to our community and to make our brand even more known and famous. We also want to work in supporting all those experiments with more funding. Okay, we will show them how to accelerate, how to go to market, how to scale, and we will also try to connect with the corporates and with the regions for maintaining this community and for attracting more funding to those experiments and to this way of working and experimenting with technologies. And finally, as skills is very important, it's a key issue, it's a key thing. We want to know more, okay? We want to know where are the needs of the companies these days, so we will work on a specific catalog on training skills that are needed by the SMEs. So this is where we are going to put the focus on the next months and years. By now, we have just launched a community for us to start spreading the word and information about the coordination and support action that will be, this platform will be launched beginning next year. And that's all from my side. Thank you.
Well, then I try to continue. Smart Anything Everywhere. Also want to show you a little bit more on hubs, open calls, why and how to engage. These were the hubs of the first wave of innovation actions. You can see the projects' names on the right side. Now we have these new dots, let's say, and you can see also that it is a little bit expanding on EU 13 and also reinforcing EU 15. And these are the new projects we will embrace, or try to embrace. Here you have an overview only of the upcoming open calls. On the left side, the areas, the projects, and then the timeline. And at the bottom, also put the logos of the old projects, simply because we all will work hard on sustainability. So the end of the project will be not the end of the project. Then a little bit of advertising. We don't want to get into competition with I4MS. On the contrary, I hope that we get a good cooperation. But we need to build that brand, Smart Anything Everywhere, of course. And we need to build a constituency on that. And therefore, we have this CSA, Smart for Europe. I don't go into the details of the project now because we are a little bit behind time. But why to engage? We will do a stakeholder analysis. We will create a map of regional, national initiatives. We will make an effort to link to those initiatives. Also, we will facilitate brokerage between users and suppliers, and so on. And last but not least, try to leverage funding investments. We will have a membership scheme online very soon. For today, but please just give us your business card if you have interest in our area. And we will have more detailed information soon on the web, which gives you a lot of more detailed information on the partnerships, on the offers, and so on. That's it for the moment, and thanks to the team for the CSA. And I would like to ask Sarah and Maike to collect your business cards in case you are interested in our initiative. Thanks.
So thank you very much, Maite and Rainer, for the very good overview of the two initiatives that support digital innovation hubs since 2011. So it's not a new idea. What I'm presenting here is an overview of all the projects under both initiatives for you to take a look. It's very clear which are the new innovation actions that we currently have in our two initiatives. There are links provided for all the projects for you to take a look to see which are the partners, what is the funding, what is the open calls, and of course their activities in this regard. And now we're going to take a look to the upcoming work program of 2018 and 20. As you probably know, there has already been 500 million euros that has been arranged for digital innovation hubs in our work programs, 200 of which have already been provided in our previous work program of 2016 and 17, and the remaining 300 are going to be now given through the next work program of 18-20. These are the 5 calls that we're going to have. You can see I've highlighted the SAE and I4MS one, but we also have in the robotics section, photonics, as well as big data. Now, what is important to highlight is really the characteristics of the innovation actions that are going to provide, to give the proposals in these upcoming calls. It's important that you know these are important requirements. You have to keep in mind that they highlight the cross-border dimension that we want to see and really this kind of collaboration between the regions. So, first of all, the consortia should be deeply rooted within regional and national digital innovation hubs. Secondly, they should conduct a critical mass of highly innovative experiments highlighting this cross-border dimension. At least 50% of the budget should directly go to SMEs. And of course, the activities should aim for a long-term sustainability of the Digital Innovation Hub, and this is why we would like to see a developed business plan in this regard. Links should be provided to established networks that are reaching out to the SMEs. This is also very important. And of course, we are expecting that all the selected innovation actions are going to really collaborate in order to reinforce the impact that they are going to have in their respective technology sectors. Now, Oana is going to speak about the calls in specific.
I remember a few years ago, and I remember the day vividly. It was the day when we launched the Smart Anything Everywhere initiative in Grenoble, and I have here in this saal a number of people who were there then and they're here now. And it has been my privilege to watch for the past few years, which flew by just like this, the tremendous effort that went in and the achievements and the accomplishments that were done by the projects that we selected at the time. And listening to all of you today, I understood even better where you are now and where you want to go. So I think it's quite fitting to be here and to give the last address, to give you a slight glimpse into the future, where the money is going and what kind of initiatives we have in the pipeline, and where do you fit your institutions and your companies and so on. So one of the calls, Smart Anything Everywhere, the initiative, continues stimulating the development of the current and upcoming wave of products that augment the digital technologies in 4 areas: cyber-physical and embedded systems, customized low-energy computing power, CPS and the IoT, flexible and wearable electronics, and last but not least, widening the digital innovation hubs. And much to my pleasure, I noticed that this is very much in tune with the topics that were discussed and addressed today, and where you would like to go in the future. We are very much looking, at least for Area 4, for example, we are very much looking into digital innovation hubs in regions which are currently underrepresented in the Smart Anything Everywhere and the I4MS initiatives. And it would complement what we already have, and I very much appreciate everything that has been said and done today, particularly with regards to the catalog of digital innovation hubs and the efforts that go into Europe 13. As you can see, the budget is for 48 million euros. The call opening later on the 16th of October 2018, and the associate deadline. And I believe that today's day was a day where you were able to network and grasp a lot of the content and the future directions. And it was equally, let's say, learning curve for us in how to better tailor our future policies vis-a-vis the challenges that you currently face. Another call where you might find yourselves, at least some of the audience, which are very close to robotics, is Robotics Digital Innovations Hub. And this has the opening later on this year with a deadline in April next year. The budget is generous, just like the other call, for 64 million euros. And we have, let's say, technological areas, 4 technology areas which will be supported: healthcare, infrastructure, inspection and maintenance, agri-food, and agile production. Proposals here will be expected to use, let's say, financial support to third parties to support the industry, in particular the SMEs, in their digital transformation, in demonstrators, technology transfer, technical, non-technical services, and the like. And of course, they should comply with the well-known Annex K of the general annexes of the work program. I remember that today during lunch and coffee breaks, we were discussing with some of you the details related to this scheme. And of course, last but not least, you have the associated CSAs, the coordination and support actions. So here the budget is a little bit different, but it is, let's say, very much tailored for covering the objectives to further the networking of these digital innovation hubs, for the CSA, to support robotics digital innovation hub, and to support a CSA that would network all the digital innovation hubs, technological hubs, regional and national innovation hubs. So with this, I give the floor back to Alexandra.
Where can you find the open calls? You can access our participant portal. It's not important that you have an account there. These are the open calls of all our running I4MS and SAE projects, as well as projects in under other initiatives as well. And what I would also like to highlight here is this is the overview of all the upcoming open calls under our existing initiatives. They all include the cascading funding, the financial support to third parties. There are calls that are opening as of November this year, and they will remain open for 3 months. These are the areas. You can have a look in the project's website for more information, as well as in the participant portal. And before closing up and thanking you for your attention, I would like also to raise the ICT Proposers Day in Budapest on the 9th and 10th of November, where all the Horizon 2020 calls and the future emerging technologies calls are going to be presented there. Thank you very much, and if you have more questions, we're here to answer them.
This one, yeah, now it works. Okay, thank you very much, all of you, for telling where the opportunities are financially in the next years to come. Are there any more urgent comments that anybody would want to make? Sylvia.
Just a quick comment. If you don't want to be actively searching for the open calls, from I4MS at least, if you are part of one of, if you register for the newsletter, you always get an email once every time there's an I4MS call launched.
There were one or two up there. Further up, further up.
Excuse me, it's very brief, and it's me again. There was in the beginning of the year an announcement for a call for a tender on digital innovation hubs, inventory, networking, something like that. Do you have some more ideas what will happen with this call for a tender?
Sorry, I missed the beginning of your question. I didn't hear clearly what you said. Could you please repeat?
I remember that there was in the beginning of the year an announcement, a pre-announcement, that you would like to put a huge call for tender for networking, digital innovation hubs, inventory, something like that.
There are two calls for proposal on the way on that one, which will be probably published still sometime this year. And I cannot talk any more about details. You have to refer to that, and then you have to see the calls for tender and these kind of actions we do not discuss beforehand. It's not framework program funding. So there is something in the pipe, but we cannot talk more about it right now.
I just wanted to thank the organizers for the wonderful conference. I don't want to prompt you, but they really need your applause, perhaps. And maybe you will accept the invitation to Warsaw for the next year. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think that's a good way forward. We do the event about a year from now, plus minus. We are not that strict on it, but I think it's an excellent idea now with our outreach to Eastern Europe that we do the first I4MS yearly event in Eastern Europe, and Poland is the biggest country, so I think Poland deserves it that we go there first. So thank you very much for that offer. Let me thank you, all the organizers here locally meaning in the ministry. Thanks to Mario and Fernando and his team again. They are not here anymore, but maybe some of his team. Thanks to Sylvia from the local Spanish organization, I would say. Also the other two support actions, the new support actions that are coming that have just started. I mean, you started this month? Yes. Yeah, so you already paid for the trip. That's at least something. And also to my colleagues here, my three ladies here who have done an excellent job. Thank you very much. And to all of you for your contributions, for your discussions. Thank you very much. See you next time.